Hey guys, so I wanted to do a little get ready with me video. As you can see, my hair is not naturally like curly nor straight. I don't know what this is. But yeah, I've just been wanting to do a get ready with me video and just talk about some stuff, some girl talk. I've been kind of in a funk lately, so I kind of want to talk about that. And yeah, so let's get started. So before I curl my hair, I actually have to use a straightener because like all the little pieces in here just need to kind of be straightened out and smoothed out. So I use this hot tool straightener. I'll try to link everything, either, I don't know if you could link things in the description in IGTV, but if not, I will link it in my blog, and I'm gonna probably put this on a blog post. So I just do that really quick. As you can see, it took me like 2 seconds. And then I use my Hot Tools curler, like wand. I think this is like the 1 inch, I wanna say. Whatever one, I will link it here. I have used the bigger one and the smaller one, and I feel like this one is really just perfect. And I always just make sure to curl my hair like away from my head, for the most part, like especially in the front, but I just hold it there for like 5 seconds and it goes into a curl. I'll usually just brush it out with my fingers afterwards, and then it'll fall out even more throughout the day to look like more natural curls, because you might think it looks like Susie Q, Curly Q, whatever, when I'm done with this. So anyways, I just like wanted to talk as I was doing this video. So basically, I've just been in like a funk lately. I couldn't really put my finger on what it was. I mean, it was a few things. June and July are historically, like for all retail stores, the slowest years, or the slowest months in retail, right? With Vogue Society, it hasn't been bad. I don't want you to think that we're like, you know, going out of business or anything. It's not like that. It's just that like when you're not growing, like, and you're just kind of like plateauing, even though I know it's like slow months, it's so demotivating. Like, so in the fourth quarter last year, like around Christmas time, and then even in January, we were growing so much that we were actually having growing pains, meaning like we needed to hire more staff, and so we did. And then basically things slowed down, and you know, I'm hoping that they're gonna pick up again in August. So we're basically just having growing pains because like you need to find that balance between having the right amount of staff to get the orders packed and the inventory inspected and all of that stuff at the boutique. And if you don't know and you're watching this for the first time, I own Vogue Society Boutique. You could go ahead and check it out. But yeah, so we're just like struggling to find that balance right now, because like the busy months are super busy, but then like these 2 months, like we're just like really slow. So I just feel like for me, and I don't know if this is like true, I mean it's just true for, I feel like a lot of people, is that just like when one thing like isn't going right, sometimes it could just like snowball. So basically I've just felt like really like lazy, lethargic, mostly just because I've been eating really badly. So like I feel like I come home from work and I just like eat out, or I just like don't eat like very healthy. So basically I had been not eating very healthy, and in the past like 2 weeks, I finally started like kind of feeling like not like okay. Like I started feeling uncomfortable in my body, and not just the way I looked, just like the way I felt basically, because I don't I don't know, I just felt like I couldn't like tell too much with like the way I was like looking, especially for like, I don't know. But basically yesterday I stepped on the scale, and it was like a wake-up call. Several months ago I stopped weighing myself because it like made me unhappy. Like they say, like don't weigh yourself, you know, all that jazz. And I stopped, and I felt like I finally felt like I was getting like balanced and whatnot, because I didn't feel like I was gaining too much weight, when in reality I was. And it just took me a while to realize like what I was actually doing to myself. And like it's not too big of a deal. I've been this heavy before and whatnot, and I do retain a lot of like water weight, so I usually tend to lose weight like fairly quickly when I first start dieting. So anyways, besides the point, I've just felt really crappy lately, and I feel like whenever I feel crappy, I obviously have no energy. When you have no energy, you don't feel motivated. And another thing is like I feel really motivated when our sales are really high at the boutique, and they haven't been really high. Again, like it's fine, we're doing fine. They're just not like as high as I would like them to be. So when you're not like exceeding your goals, I feel like it gets really hard for me to like stay motivated, because I feel like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Like blah, blah, blah. I have to be easier on myself. But like in turn, I'm like demotivated from that. I'm tired from like eating unhealthy and like feeling like this. So I just felt like, and then I was like, you know, tired, and I didn't want to work out or like even try to like make dinner and like make a healthy dinner and whatnot. So I basically just got into like this like little funk for a hot second there. It's like really hot in my house right now. I'm actually sweating, and I always get this little like calicky thingy right here. So I'm just gonna straighten that out real quick because it's bugging me. It's probably gonna come back. Anyways, so yeah, so yesterday I was like, that's enough. Or actually like the night before yesterday. So today's Tuesday. So Sunday night I was like, I told Cody, I was like, I just feel so crappy and I need to like do something about it, and I need to like get my butt back on track. Like August is next month, and August in my mind starts like fourth quarter, even though it's not, but the fourth quarter is like, you know, generally the best for like in retail, and it's our busiest time, and it was really busy last year, and we really started to grow last year in August. So I'm like, this is it, like no more excuses. It's not the J month anymore, and I can't go into August feeling like crap and having my house be a mess. So yesterday was Monday, which is technically like my Sunday because the store is closed on Mondays. So I usually take that day to like shoot content, work on the computer, stuff like that. So I like basically work at home. I think I have a little fuzzy in my hair. So instead of like doing that, yesterday I went to the gym for like literally like an hour and a half. I just tried to sweat as much as I possibly could without being like too crazy and whatnot. Obviously I know I'm not gonna like lose like 10 pounds by going to the gym for an hour and a half, but I just like really needed to like just completely like start over. I did a lot of cardio and a lot of weights, and I just worked my little Batutski off. So then when I got home, I didn't even shower. I just went right in and cleaned like my entire house, like top to bottom. A lot of times it's like therapy for me, and then also like I was still like sweating and it just like felt really, really good. The other thing is too is like first of all, I'm horrible at cooking and I don't like to cook. So if my kitchen is like a total like mess and just like dirty and like the dishes are dirty and whatnot, like I'm not gonna want to cook for myself. I'm gonna want to eat out, which I am like so prone to eating out because I've like grown up doing it a lot. But anyways, yeah, so yesterday I literally just went to the gym, cleaned the house top to bottom, caught up on a ton of emails and like DMs and all that kind of stuff that was just kind of like bugging me in the background, like in the back of my head, that like, oh, like, you know, when you have so much stuff to do, so like you just, you know, you just have so much stuff to do and you're like so overwhelmed that you just don't want to do any of it. So yeah, basically that is what I did all day yesterday, was clean the house and just get my life back in order. I just needed to hit the reset button. I got a good night's sleep, and guess what? I easily woke up at like 7 o'clock this morning, which might be like really late for some of you, but considering I don't have to be at work until 10:30, and a lot of the times even later than that because someone else opens the store for me, that's pretty good for me because I'm not a morning person at all. I usually wake up at like 8:30 or 9. So I woke up at 7, got to the gym at like 7:30, had another good workout, and I'm feeling a lot better today. Clearly because I'm making this video, because the other thing is like I have been like not avoiding social media, but like when social media is your job, it gets so annoying to like just constantly be on social media. So if you haven't been seeing a lot of creative posts from me or from the boutique page as well, that's why, because I have just been feeling in like such a funk. Like, as stupid as it sounds, Instagram is also really stressful. You have to keep an engagement up. If you want to work with brands and stuff, like you have to have a certain average number of likes on your posts and like all that stuff. So like, even though that stuff sounds like so catty to a lot of people, like it actually matters for like the blogging part of my business. And it also matters for the boutique part as well. Like the boutique engagement also matters, because if we're not getting engagement on our photos, then no one sees them. And then like in turn, why even post on Instagram? Because we're not getting any engagement. So it's not gonna turn into sales. So why waste your time? You know what I'm saying? Okay, anyways, that's my hair. That is how I do it. It doesn't look like too curly or anything, but it will like kind of die down a little, but I do like the way it kind of looks right now. So I'm gonna start doing my makeup now, but I do wanna talk about Instagram a little bit more. But I will show you all the products that I do use for my makeup. I have a really simple makeup look, and I am not an expert by any means whatsoever. So first I use the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. For my foundation, I use the color C4. And I just kind of like, I do kind of put on like a heavy amount onto this little brush. I think I got these on Amazon, and they come in like a pack of like all different sizes. This is like the one that I use, but I'll just like pat it on my face. I try to like not put so much, okay, I probably put in a little too much, under pressure on the camera. But yeah, I just like rub it in. I have like red, I just have more of like a red tone around like these areas right here, so that's where I try to focus on putting it. Yeah, this is a little much, but it's okay, or we're gonna rub it in. So anyways, I was saying about Instagram. Basically, I've just been annoyed because Instagram, and I don't know if you guys know this, I mean you probably do if you're a blogger, but if you're not a blogger, Instagram is actually taking away likes. Like they're going to be taking away likes. So it's just going to be like comments, no likes. And at first I was like, well, that's stupid, you know, but because like everyone always like, you know, has like the inside jokes about like getting the likes, and everyone cares about, well, how many likes you get and blah, 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 blah. But I am really down with the idea, because I feel like a lot of like content creators could like stick to like what actually makes them happy to post, and like not what gets like the most engagement and all that kind of stuff, you know? So obviously I am excited for that. However, it really makes me mad because they actually already started rolling this out in other countries like Canada, and I don't know the other countries exactly, but they've started rolling it out in different places. And I just feel like in general, it's been affecting like the algorithm, and I have been getting like not a lot of it like likes on my pictures. I get like a ton of like comments and stuff, and like I said, that sounds so stupid, and I know people like, you know, make fun of people for caring about how many likes they get and stuff, but like I said, it definitely affects you, as I was explaining before, when you are a blogger. So the next product that I use is this Pure makeup. I have been using this since high school. Not the same thing. I've gone through a million of these. I've been using this product since high school though, and in the color Golden Medium. It's a powder that's like a compact powder. However, mine, I need to go to Ulta like today, because mine, as you can see, is completely broken apart. Once it gets down to like the edges, it always breaks like this, but I'm just gonna kind of pat it in there and use it. But I think this has like the best coverage ever, and it lasts like all day. Like I said, I've been using this for years. So I just put that over my liquid foundation because it gives it more of like a natural color and a natural look to it as well. So I just kind of put that on whatever. The brush is also from Pure Makeup, and I haven't had it since high school, but I've gone through like just a few of these, but they do last like definitely a decent amount of time, and I definitely should wash and replace my brushes more than I do, but I don't. But it's a really, really good brush. Like if you're gonna get the product, you should just get the brush as well, because I feel like the brush is just as good as the product. So like the two of them together like really make like an awesome duo. Okay, so the next thing that I use is I put on my bronzer next. So I have this Morphe palette. literally probably like $15 at Ulta. They have like the best prices. So these are like the colors in it. It comes with like all these different bronzers and then some highlighters over here. So I'll be real with you. I just kind of mix it in like this. I try to avoid this one because it's a little bit dark, but I kind of mix it in and then I put it on my forehead. And then I put it under my cheekbones. And then I put it on my neck. So, and like the best part is like if it ever looks too dark, I literally just take my pure brush again and I kind of like just like blend it in with my face. So, gives you a little bit of a darker look. And then I am obsessed with this blush. If you're looking for a good blush, this is the Buxom blush. It's called Wanderlust. Why did I say that weird? Wanderlust. That's the shade it is. Oh my God, it's amazing. So it's the primer infused blush. You'll see why it's primer infused. I mean, for purposes sake of like showing you how dark this blush is and like how good it works, I'm actually gonna put a lot on my brush, but then I'm gonna have to like even it out. I usually do not put this much on my brush, but look at how dark that is. Like, whoa, honey. So clearly that's crazy, but I'm just gonna put it on this side. It's still even like dark after that, so I'm gonna blend that in. But yeah, it like definitely makes a statement. I love it. So then I have, and I probably bought these brushes. These are the Real Technique brushes. I probably bought them at Ulta. And this one is, I think, for a highlighter. I don't know, I use it for my highlighter. So I usually go in with this color called Beam. And I just put it right here. It's basically the only place I use highlighter. And it gives you a little bit of a glow. Sometimes I put it up here, but you know, mix it up, put it on a little bit. All right, but then I feel like, okay. So that is the extent of my face makeup. As far as eye makeup goes, this is really ghetto as well. I probably should have like washed these products before I did this, but this is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. I've clearly been using this for quite a while now, probably like a year and a half. I really should update my makeup products a little bit, but I just like love what I found. So I use Bling Bling, Glitz and Glam, Ballsy, mostly those like a lot. Sometimes I use this Pizzazz one, but I'm gonna probably go, since I'm wearing some pinks, I'm gonna go with this like darker bling color right here. These are just like super sparkly, but also like natural at the same time. I do not use primer just because I'm lazy, and this seems to stay on my face just as much as it would if I was to use bronzer as well, or primer as well. So cute. All right, so that's what I do for my eyeshadow. Where did my eyebrow pen go? Okay, here we go. So I use the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil for my eyebrows. It comes with this little brush right here, which I just kind of brush up like this. I really need to get my eyebrows waxed, by the way, but it's fine. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this in just my phone. My mirror's over here, but I'm gonna try. So I try to do the, you know, natural brush stroke type of deal on the brows. I do try to shape them a little bit in here, and then if it like looks like too much after I'm done, because like usually I'll go up like this, and like that's not really a brow or a hair like stroke or whatever, but it's like kind of the shape that I want, right? So I will do that, and it kind of just looks like a little bit too crazy right now, and then I'll take the brush and then I'll just like brush it through so that it looks like it erases some, and then it also looks a little bit more natural. All right, so that's one brow. So anyways, back to my whatever. Hopefully I could talk and do this at the same time. But so basically I am feeling better after just like pressing the reset button for 2 days. Cody and I are also he just has to ask like for time off of work, but otherwise we should be going like the second week of September on vacation. We were gonna go to Aruba, but I think we finally decided to go to the Bahamas and stay at the Bahama Resort. We've just like heard a lot of good things about it, and it looks amazing, and it's at a great price. So I think we basically have it planned, but we haven't like, you know, hit the confirm button yet. But I think we are gonna be going on vacation in the second week of September. So I feel like that's just going to like, you know, make me more motivated to even like feel better and look better about myself, because no one likes to spend a lot of money to go on vacation and then you get there and you feel super uncomfortable in your own body. So yeah. But I mean, like I said, that's in like over a month from now. So hopefully that will be out of this funk. Hopefully we'll be like going good with the fall months, all that stuff. So the last thing I do is my lashes. I get a lot of questions about my lashes because I've talked about my lashes over and over consistently on my Instagram before. So just a quick a quick history. I've never had a lot of eyelashes in my life, like ever. But I recently, or like last year, I started getting lash extensions. They were pricey. I'm just gonna curl these real quick as I'm saying this. They were pricey yet worth it because I loved the way they looked. I didn't have to do hardly any eye makeup at all, like no mascara. And the best part was that like you didn't have to take your makeup off at the end of the day. But as a lot of you know, if you've been following me for a while, I started getting allergic to them. I was so annoyed. My eyes started puffing up so bad. I have like these old pictures. Oh my gosh, they're horrible. So I had to stop doing that, and basically I was really mad. And my friend Audrey sells Rodan & Fields products, and she's like, you have to try Lash Boost. And I was like skeptical because I was like, this is an expensive product, and my lashes are very short, and it's not gonna work for me. She's like, just try it. So I was like, okay, fine. So I tried it, and what do you know? It worked really flipping well, at least for me. I had a really good experience with it. So I do highly recommend. I don't sell Rodan & Fields, but I highly recommend that product. I've had that Lash Boost for like 6 months now, and it's like lasted me this long, and my lashes, I don't know if you could tell without mascara on, but like they have grown so much, and people always ask me if I have extensions, and I don't. So a lot of the times it's really hard for me to talk and put mascara on, but a lot of times I will do this, and sometimes I make a mess, but I will put it behind my lash, and I will like hook the lash on and like curl it up. And it makes like a huge difference. And then from there, just like around that area, I will try to coat it on as much as I can without making it like look too clumpy. So that's one eye. As you can tell, it makes a really big difference, and as you can tell, my lashes are pretty long. And again, I've never had long lashes. Like my eyes in pictures and stuff used to look like this with mascara on. So it's made like a really big difference. I feel like I should have done this on like my like vlogging camera, but I didn't because I wanted to go on IGTV. But like I don't know why I feel like my camera like on my phone is like not good. Cody just got like the newest iPhone 10. I have no idea what it's even called, but it's huge, and his camera is like amazing. So I was like, okay, well, you know, you'd be taking all my Instagram pictures on that now, because it's really, really good. Even just like when he opened like up his Snapchat, it was like amazing. All right, so there you have it. That is how I get ready every day. It usually only takes me like 20 minutes to curl, like do my hair and my makeup, but I think since I was talking, it took me more like a half hour, but that's fine. So yeah, so I guess that's all I kind of had to say today. I kind of just wanted to get on here and give you guys like a life update of like why I haven't been on Instagram too much. I feel like every day I'm like, oh, I've been so MIA and whatnot, but it's just because sometimes it's really hard to keep up with just everything. Like I'm involved in like so much stuff, like having a business, having a blog. I've been trying to make a lot of money on Poshmark because student loans are not cheap. Just a little bit of everything, and also just been trying to like live a balanced lifestyle, but clearly I wasn't doing too good of a job of that. But I definitely think I'm not going to like, you know, post a ton about like weight loss or anything like that. I mean, I only have a few pounds to lose. It's not like a big deal or anything. But you'll probably see me post a lot more about the gym and healthy eating and stuff like that. But I mean, if you're going through like a funk or whatever, I always say, like, especially like if you're just like so sick of doing like going to work and or like working out, like something that you're just kind of like tiring yourself out of doing, a lot of the times I will just like take the day. In this case it was a little bit different, but a lot of times I will take the day and I will just like sit there and watch Netflix all day long until I physically and mentally are so bored with myself that like I need to get up and I need to go do something, and then I feel motivated to like do whatever I was like feeling like in a funk with before. In this case I needed to get up and get moving, so that's what I did. I feel so much better, and if you're in a funk, let me know, girl. You are not alone. We could talk it out. I'm no expert or anything, but I just feel like this really helped me. So anyways, hope you guys have a really great day. And again, I will link all the products either in this description or link my blog, and I will have it all linked there. Bye guys.